Welcome to OCR Computer Science Lessons, and we are on the topic of networks and protocols. This is our topic 1.3, Computer Network Connections and Protocols. We have discussed about the network. Do you remember what is network?
Yeah,
Network is a group of computers connected together. So computer network means the computers which are connected together and they can share the information with each other. So you see, they are the two computers. They're connected with the cable or without the cable, and they can share the information with each other. This is called network. Now, we already discussed about the types of network. We have a local area network. Local area network is a type of network found in home, schools, single-site buildings, and organizations. I think you remember about the local area network. Can you tell me?
yeah, they're for small areas on a big scale, so like
Yes,
home Wi-Fi or like in airports.
exactly. They're spread over the buildings, okay, located on the one side. Local area network is also a wired area network and a wireless area network. Then we discuss about a wide area network. So wide area network is made up of two LANs. So the local area network connected together to make wide area network. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay. So the different local area network comes together to form a wide area network. So wide area network is a type of a network which spreads over large organizations, offices in different locations, like a company, Apple, right? Its offices are spread all over the world, in Europe, in Africa, in Asia. It means that Apple running a wide area network in every country, and all the networks are connected together with each other, right? So the connection
yeah.
between the sites are usually hired or leased from the telecommunication company. Yes, there is a telecommunication company at the back, which provide you the internet facility, telecom.
Pardon? What?
Sorry, you asked me?
Uh, uh, yeah, I thought you were asking me a question. I thought you asked.
No, no, I didn't ask you any question.
Okay.
Okay, so the internet is essentially a huge worldwide web. Wow, so there is a definition of internet. Do you know what is a full form of internet? Internet.
Uh, International network.
Very good. I like your explanation. But it is interconnected networks. What is the full form? Interconnected networks. Interconnected
Connected networks. Okay.
networks. So I want to write it down better. Why it's not okay? Works. Okay, so interconnected networks. Okay, I have given you the homework. Did you done these two questions? Check in your notebook.
Yeah.
Can you send me the picture of your homework?
Yeah.
Okay.
My notebook.
On one side, you have to write LAN is a limited spread over building. You can write WAN is a big spread over a big geographical area over continents or countries. In this way, you have to write like that. Okay. Then number two. Okay, let's move on. Factors that affect the performance of a network. So network performance refers how quickly data is transmitted through a network. So you are sitting in London, right? And I'm sitting in Pakistan. I think by air, the by air, it takes around 2 days to reach to UK from my country. It means you're far away from my location. But look, we are connected together. How? With the help of network. So my network performance and your network performance works very well. That's why we both are connected, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there are several main factors which can affect this. So what are the factors affecting on our communication right now that we are connected together? Your voice is very clear. My voice is very clear. So what is the reason? Why, how do we send the pictures of our work together? Because of network performance. The first factor is bandwidth. Any idea about the bandwidth? Did you ever heard this word?
Yeah.
Bandwidth means how much data can be transmitted over a network in a given period of time. So you can say, sir, my internet speed is 70 MB per second. How much? 70 MB per second. This is the bandwidth. It is usually measured in bits or megabits. Look, I write in megabits. Did you see MB?
Yeah.
And I write per second. Did you see? So this is how you count the bandwidth. The greater the bandwidth of capacity, the more data can be transmitted in that time period. So if you have a good internet speed, you can transfer more data. Bandwidth can be compared to water flowing through a pipe. The maximum amount of a water can flow through a pipe in 1 minute represents the maximum bandwidth. Very easy. So you have a pipe, you watering your garden. So you see the water comes out from the pipe. So how much water comes from your pipe in a minute, you can measure it in a bandwidth. A small pipe only allow a small amount of water, whereas a large pipe allow a lot of amount of water. Number of users, very important. So Zach, right now in my home, two tablets are working, two mobile phones are working, and one my laptop is working. So what about your home? In your home, you can say, sir, me, my mom, my dad is using the internet, isn't it? So the internet speed is distributed among the user. My internet speed is distributed in how many computers? Can you tell me? In 5 users. Yes, are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
And what about your internet speed? You can say, sir, 4 people are using computer in my home right now. So 4 users. So the speed is distributed among everyone. So it affect on your work. Maybe if more users are connected with your Wi-Fi, so your internet will getting slower. So the available bandwidth is shared between the users. A large number of users can cause network congestion, meaning that the data packets are queued before they can be transmitted. So you see, these are the two users, let's suppose. So if you have a 70 MB internet, 35 MB is distributed in both computers. So if you have more computers, so more bandwidth will be distributed to more computers. Computer means your tablet, mobile, anything, okay?
Okay.
So you get YouTube videos, so that will take time. If you're playing online game, it will take time. If you're playing Roblox, you feel that your Roblox is glitching and hanging because of the low internet. So we require a greater amount of bandwidth, which reduces amount left for the others to share. Third factor is the media, transmission media, the wires, the cables, or the hardware routers. So how did you send your data? With the wires or wireless? Data can be sent along a network through cables or wireless. Within a LAN, it is usual for a copper network cables or Wi-Fi. So in your home, you're using Wi-Fi. In my home, I'm using Wi-Fi. But our Wi-Fi router is connected with a wire, a pink or a yellow color wire, sometimes blue color wire. It means a wire comes from the outside of our home, is given by a company, ISP, I told you this thing, ISP, Internet Service Provider. And then it is popped up at the back of our router. So with the help of that router, we are using the internet as a Wi-Fi. But copper network cables have a bandwidth of up to 100,000 MB. My God. Whereas a net Wi-Fi has a bandwidth of 300 MB. So what do you think? Which one is faster? Wi-Fi or wired?
Wired.
Copper wire, right? Copper wire has a bandwidth of how much? 1,000 MB.
It has a 700 megabit
Oh,
advantage.
thousand
No,
MB.
it's 700 more because it's
Yes,
got 1000 here and it's
very good,
300 there.
very good. Therefore, network cables allow faster and more reliable transmission. However, despite being slower, wireless connection is very common as it avoids the need to install cables. Yes, very good. When you're using the wireless, there's no need to install the cables, to install the router switches. No, just put the wire in one router and use internet wirelessly everywhere at your house. Traditionally, WANs are connected using copper telephone cables. They were designed for carrying voice signals. They do not support fast data transmission. Yes, this is a main problem in copper cables, that it does not support
Fast data transfer.
fast data transfer. So what is a good replacement in your mind?
Fiber optic.
Yes, fiber optic is increasingly used instead of
So
copper
can you give
cables.
me 5 seconds? I'll be right back.
Okay, take your time. It is possible that we have gotten an error when downloading games. Last week, I'm downloading the game Uncharted and Resident Evil. So when I'm downloading the game, I got error 4 times. How many times? 4 times.
4 times.
So I know the trick because it's a 70% game downloaded. After 70%, I got an error. So this is a big loss for me. It takes 3 days to download Resident Evil. So what I do, I have a technique. I just restart my laptop, take out the removable hard drive, and as soon as my system restarted, I pop in my removable back into my computer, and on a BitTorrent, it resumes from 70%. So this is a technique, remember. So it starts working. Luckily, thank to Almighty. So the error can be happen anytime. But the reason is, sir, how is that happened? It happened when there's a lot of traffic. What is the meaning of traffic?
Interference.
Load on network. A lot of people using your internet. So let's suppose you have a party at your home and your guests come to your home. They are all using the internet of your home. So it means a lot of people using your internet. So there is a much traffic. So it can result in transmission error. So this is bit like two people talking to each other simultaneously and neither able to hear the other person properly. So when you're listening to somebody on a telephone call, sometimes your signals get down. So this thing is an error. The same error happens in downloading the data. So there are many transmission error due to interference from the other wireless network nearby or due to weak Wi-Fi. So the error means that packet have to be reset. Yes, what I told you, I pop back my removable hard drive into my laptop again. It resumes. It means the data packets have sent, resent again. Got it? Okay, now you have to do question number 3 right now. Describe what is meant by bandwidth, and I want a good answer for 4 marks. I want you to properly explain your answer, okay? Not a one-line answer for 4 marks. And identify and explain 3 elements that can affect the performance. How many elements I teach you? 4 elements. Out of 4, you need to describe any 3. But don't write in a one line. I want every element 2 points, okay? 2 points on a separate lines. Understand? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Start your work. I'm
Yeah,
sending on
I'm
WhatsApp.
starting on it. Yeah.
Okay. Take your time. I'm waiting. Please work on your writing. I want your good writing, okay? Okay. Any idea about a client server computers? There are 2 main ways in which the computer in a network are organized. Number 1 is a client and server. Let me teach you. This is a big computer. A big computer is connected with the different computers. And these computers are under the big machine. That big machine is called server. So this is your server. Server basically is a main computer which organizes the whole network. The other computers under server is called clients. Clients are under server. So client need permission for everything from the server. Server is a main computer which manages your whole network. Is that okay? Any confusion? Hello? In a client server network, there are 2 types of computers. I teach already this, servers and clients. So servers are high-end computers that provide services for the rest of. So when you wanted to watch any movie, you have to go to server. When you wanted to download any game, you have to move to server. When you wanted to do any software work, you have to take permission from server. If you wanted to share any data, you need to take permission from your server. So there are maybe more than one server in a network. Servers are specialized to perform specific functions. Do you understand what are servers?
Yeah.
Now, what are the
And
other functions a server can perform? Number
the
1,
other, okay.
file server. It stores user documents and files. This means they can be accessed from any computer on that network. Zach, I told you all the clients are under server. So server can access to any computer. But is client able to access server? This is a question. Only if you know the server password. The client can access the server only if you know what? Yes, password. So server is protected by the password. Understand or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Authentication servers check whether a username and password match those stored in a database and then control the resources a user can access. Look, every client have a user ID and a password. So the servers always ask you a user ID and password. If you provide a correct user ID and password, you are authenticated. Otherwise, you will be blocked. Application server run program across the network. Web server stores the web pages like YouTube. YouTube is a web server. Facebook is a web server. They have their own server and the data is stored and they are using a web pages. Print server managing printing and mail server stores emails. So look, there are many types of servers here. So server is altogether a high-end computer, right? Which manages your whole network.
All right.
Great. Oh, you see this server? And this is client, this is client, this is client, and of course, this is client. So if you are using mobile phone, if you're using a tablet, if you're using your PC, if you're using your laptop, if you're using your notebook, everything considered as client. So the computers that can connect to servers are known as client. These request the services and resources that they require from the server, such as softwares and files. Yes, if you want to download any software, if you want any file you need from the server, you are allowed. But I told you, you must have a server access. The server processes your request and sends a response back to the clients. Client do not normally store data, yes. Client are only storing data personally. But servers are the main computer which stores all the users' data in it. So servers are big. Servers have a big memory. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now take out your notebook. First, you need to make a heading of servers and peer-to-peers. Then make a one server client heading. Write down this whole paragraph. I want whole paragraph. And only write file server, authentication server, and application server right now. These three servers are your homework.
All right.
Got it. Hold on, I'm sending you the picture. Hold on. Then you can write down, okay? Yes, now you're allowed to start working. This is your homework.